All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechak, double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, citations to all locking out there, pushing truth and all truth and sincerity, diligently throughout the four corners, all right? I'm the brother Shamar Moth from Great Millstone, Miami. Coming to you out here with another quick lesson in the Lord's Word. It says to be quick, edifying, and straight to the point. All right, currently on the quick walk. Been thinking about lesson plans, so to say, and different lesson titles, and how I could exhort the body, man, through the spirit of power, Yahbashim Al Shai, and through the spirit of power, Yahbashim Al Shai, the Lord put a series in my mind. All right, kind of stems off the meditate on it that I used to do when I was, younger in the faith, and that I do time to time. And kind of a mix of the meditate on it and spiritual rants, which is going to be called motivation meditations. All right, motivation meditations, and through spirit power, Yahbashim Al Shai. In this series, I want to just quick hits and just, touch on certain things to keep us motivated, man. All right. And if I had not already done so, all right, all praise to Yahbashim Al Shai. All right, and double honors to the apostles, man, because they are worthy of double honors. Now, before I, since this is my first install of this series, I do want to open up with this precept. Give me one moment, brothers. All right, I do want to get this precept in Hebrews 10. Hebrews 10, and I'll start at verse 22. It says, "Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised." All right, so we have to hold fast to our profession, man. All right, to the profession of our faith without wavering. See, the Heavenly Father had given each and every one of us different gifts. All right, and we have to exercise those gifts, man. All right, to the best of our ability. All right, as much as the Heavenly Father gives us the spirit of utterance, we must continue to push forward, man. All right, verse 24 says, "And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works." All right, and that's what I pray and hope that the Heavenly Father allows this series to do to the, to you brothers and you sisters out there, man. All right, which is to provoke, the believers. All right, I myself included, because these videos, all right, are supposed to be for us, first. All right, we're supposed to speak to ourselves first and foremost, and then the message goes out to the body. Scriptures talk about, roughly paraphrase, how when you watering and then you water yourself. Roughly paraphrase. All right. So, I pray and hope that this provokes all of us to hold on to our profession, man, to our faith, and to provoke us to do good works in the Lord. And in this particular series, which is to keep our minds focused, man, and our eyes single, all right, on the prize, man. All right, on the prize. All right, because we go through a lot of different shit throughout our days, our day to day. All right, yet the promise is promised. All right, and the promise was promised by one who's not a liar, by one who's not, flippy floppy. He's not going to change. He stands on his word, and his counsel stands, who is Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. All right, so with that being said, we know that the Lord is going to deliver us, and in the promises that he had told us, the comforts that he had left us in the scriptures, all right, to comfort our minds, Okay, as we wait for him, those are what we have to stand on, and we should be, constantly reminding ourselves of these things and putting it in our mind, all right, to keep us going, man. All right. So verse 25, it says, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. All right. And guess what? From where I'm at in this little corner, all right, of the globe, so to say, in Florida, the best way for me to assemble with the majority of you, the believers, is through these videos. All right. And guess what? The days are approaching more and more, man. We're getting closer and closer to the end. All right. So with that being said, we should be in constant constant spirit of exhorting each other. All right. As the scriptures just commanded us. All right. To exhort each other, to exhort one another. And so much the more as we see the day approaching, man. All right, which again, I pray that these lessons, the series, that I pray and hope that y'all shall keep, within my mind to do. All right, it does, man. It serves as an exhortation to the body, to a comfort to the body, to the believers, man. And, a driving force. All right. To just keep going, man. All right. Again, not too long ago, a brother told me this, speaking to one of the brothers in the camp. All right. And the brother said, man, sometimes we just need to hear a good word, man. All right. Sometimes we just need to hear a good word. All right. You don't know what the brother may be going through, what the sister may be going through. All right. Every single one of us are fighting. Okay. And we're not alone in this thing. So why not exhort each other, man? Why not give each other these comforting and good words that we find in the scriptures that the Heavenly Father has blessed us with the understanding to understand, man. We should be sharing it with each other, man. All right. And the first one I want to talk about, man, is how this has been on the news, man. How these chariots are going to come and deliver us, man. All right. These crafts that the Heavenly Father has, all right, these heavenly vehicles, all right, are set for, as I like to say, to do two things, man. To destroy the wicked, all right, and to deliver the righteous. All right, and Lord, will we be a part of that number? All right, the Lord tells us, let's get it, man. He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right. Let's get that real quick. All right, Matthew 24:13, it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right, and how will we be saved, man? Again, we're going to be saved through the chariots, man. You go to that same chapter, Matthew the 24th chapter, and you jump down, all right? What is it, 29th verse. I'm going to start at 29th verse, because when you start at the 29th verse, you see the, matter of fact, I start up. I'm going to start at verse 27, all right? When you start at the 27th verse, you see a clear picture on Yahushua's return, all right? For those who have the eyes to see, man. It says, Matthew 24:27, for as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. All right. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. This is talking about World War III. All right. It says immediately after those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. All right. The scriptures talk about how the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard. The scriptures talk about how when the nukes fell, all right, there was a scroll, All right, a scroll that was in the air, roughly paraphrase. Okay, it goes on, verse 30. It says, "And then shall appear the Son of Man." Salaki. It says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven." All right, the same way Yahushua left the last time we seen him physically on the earth. All right, in the book of Acts, he was taken up by a cloud, man. Revelation, the first chapter, tells us that he's going to return in the cloud and all eyes going to see him. Okay, it goes, it says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming with the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." All right, and that's how the Lord is going to deliver us, man. All right, via his chariots. All right, from one end of heaven onto the other, man. Okay, so we have no need to worry about them. All right, as the heathen in these nations, all right, as they bug out and they are dismayed at the signs of heaven, we need not be so, man, because we understand, all right, what's out there. Okay, yes, of course, Esau has this technology mixed up in the sky, satellites, drones, and things like that. But when it comes to the spiritual side of it, all right, the chariots, what the world calls UFOs and UAPs, all right, those vehicles are on our side, man, are on our defense. And they've been on our side from the beginning, okay? When we left Egypt, all right, the angel, all right, for those who could understand and those who know, which was the Yahushai, all right, when the scriptures tell you the angel removed from the front of the camp and went to the back, when the scriptures tell us that there was a pillar of cloud by day, in a pillar of fire by night that led us, all right, that was a chariot that Yahushua was in. Yahushua was operating that vehicle and guiding us, man. All right, the scriptures tell us how the Lord is going to come as the birds in formation, man, over us to save us. Let me get that, man. All right, bear with me. All right, in the book of Isaiah, the 31st chapter, all right, and verse 5, straight to the point, it says, "As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he would deliver it, and passing over it, he will preserve it." Okay, so the Lord is going to save us, all right? And the birds flying over, birds flying formation, chariots do the same thing, man. And they're going to fly over us and defend us and preserve us and deliver us, man. That's what the Lord plans to do for his people, for the elect of his people, using those chariots, man. All right, and that should be, something we should meditate on, all right, and motivate us to not worry about this shit, man, to continue to keep going, understanding and knowing, all right, that our God has literally set an escape plan for us, man. All right, remember, you read the book of Revelation, all right, it tells us that the elect is going to scarcely be saved. All right, matter of fact, let me get that. Let me make sure it's in Revelation. Salakia, I misspoke. That's actually in 1 Peter. All right, it's actually in 1 Peter 4:18. It says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" All right, Salakia for that mistake. All right, but I will bring this out in Revelation, the 11th chapter, and I'll close out on this. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11. And I leave you brothers and you sisters with this, man. In verse 11, it says, "And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them," which that happened to us when, the Heavenly Father rose the spirit of Elijah again in the final days, the spirit of John the Baptist again in the final days, to bring the sons back to the fathers and the fathers back to the sons. And that was done through the man Rabbi Abba Bivens. All right, whether you believe it or not, all right, I believe it, so don't matter if you do it or not. You know, it's according to our faith. All right. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. All right, so that's speaking of the elect. All right, hearing that call for us, Lord, when we be part of that number, for us to go up into the chariot, man. All right, to go up into the chariot in the sight of our enemies. All right, as the destruction comes, man. Verse 13 says, in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High. All right, to the God of heaven, to the power of heaven, man. All right, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, World War III is at hand. All right, and the only way to escape that judgment is through those vehicles, man, those heavenly vehicles, the chariots. All right, which are the vehicles of the heavens, man, the vehicles of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, so Lord's will, this first installment of motivation meditation, all right, was edifying. All right, so with that, shalom.